All right, so hopefully you realize that number one is a goodness of fit. All right, so the reason why is because the data is categorical and it's not in a table format. So it's goodness of fit. So over to the right, I have down the observes values, and they add up to 10. And then the expected values, they also add up to 10. So I put the observed values into L1, the expected into L2. Well, I'm sorry, that's my talk for TI-83. Into the first list, and then the expected into the second column of the lists. And then what you do is that you go to stat test, and then chi-square goodness of fit. Your degrees of freedom is 3 minus 1. Remember, it's categories minus 1. There's 3 categories. So my degrees of freedom is 2. And it tells me that my chi-squared is 2.05. So I hope you thought that one was easy. And so now they ask us which type of dog has the biggest influence. So that's where you go into that comp matrix. Remember, you go into var, press the VAR key, and you'll see that com.stat, or is it stat.com? Okay, I have to go to list. So the people with the 84 go to list, and you see that CNTRB. And I'm going to look for the biggest number, and the biggest number is 0.8. It's the first one. So the one that had the most influence is the black lab. Okay, let's go to 1C. Now they have a table, and they want us to find the expected value of rural doctors who prescribe whatever that drug is called. Okay? So it's going to be 200 times 61 divided by 440. So the answer is A. They do want you to know the math to find the expected value. All right, so let's talk about confidence intervals for linear regression. So it's going to be the not the mean, the silliness. My slope plus or minus my t star times my standard error of my slope. Okay, and they just want the upper bound, so we're just doing the plus sign. So my slope, and remember, I'm not going to use this here because that's constant. That's all about the y-intercept. The slope is about the verb, or the noun, soil. So I get negative 5.792 plus, have to find my t star, so I'll leave a space there, and my standard error, which is 1.363. So that means that is either B or it's A. So I have to go find it. Now, chances are, do you see that N is 20? That is not big. I think they want us to purposely choose 1.96 because that's 95 for Z. But N is small. So I am assuming that it's going to be the other guy. But let's go look it up for kicks. So my area is going to be 0.025. And then remember, my degrees of freedom are N minus 2. So I'm going to put in 18. And I get 2.1. So the answer is B. Okay? Now here they asked us for the degrees of freedom for a 4x5 table. So it's going to be 4 minus 1 times 5 minus 1, which is 3 times 4, which is 12. So the answer is C.